Hello all, we're here for one more lesson of this AutoCAD training course, and the topic for today it is something called taking control of the AutoCAD display. Let's talk about a couple of basic functionalities, but I think very important for your work. The first functionality it is how to repeat a command. So, for example, if I go to this line command, I can execute a line, and I've ended the command, okay, and I want to repeat the command again. So the best and the easiest way to do this is just do an enter on the keyboard, and the system will repeat the last command done. So it's a very easy way to repeat any command you might have. Now entering on the display itself, I want to talk about two notions that are the regeneration and the redrawing. And these two commands can be assessed in several ways, but again, I think the easiest way is by the command line, and you can write down regen, sorry, not this one, like this, regen, and the regen will regenerate the complete database. And this happens because in fact AutoCAD stores the drawing data in two ways. First, it has a database of a simplified data that is used for the display of objects in your drawings, and it has a more accurate database where all the information it is stored. And basically these two functionalities, the redraw and the regen, they act each one in one of the different databases. For the user that sees what's on the program, it's like it was only one unified or one single database, but internally it is important to have this notion. And this is important because sometimes when we have very complex drawings, some of the functionalities we are going to see in this course, they act in one database or in the other. So the regen will basically recalculate, and I'm not sure if the word is correct, will clean all the elements in the drawing. And the other command, the redraw, will simply clean points or entities that when the work follows leave some not correct elements or badly displayed elements. So I cannot, it's not easy to show them here, but so sometimes you have these kind of entities that are left behind. So you can choose one or the other. Basically the regen will always clean everything. The redraw, it's a more light functionality to clean the elements. We have another important notion also, which is something that you can assess writing this command here, Viewread. And the Viewread, it is something you can use to lower the complexity on the display of your drawing. So for example, you see that I have a range from 1 to 20,000, and I've put this extremely low, 10, okay? And I would recommend a value around 1,000 to be on a middle value, and okay for performance and for also good display. If you lower like this the value, when you try to make a circle, you see, in fact, these round entities are not round. This is an approximation of a round entity. And when I draw it, okay, it will make this approximation okay. But if I continue to draw, it will, or it may display the circles with these facets. So this is something that you can define in this command. So if you have a better quality, you should raise the value for at least 1000 or even higher, but it will make your system a little slow if you have a very heavy drawing. Okay, so it is a compromise, and probably if you start to work, you will see some examples where these start to be not so good quality. The last thing I would like to talk to you about in this lesson, it is something that you can find over here. Views, and then you have this view manager which opens this dialog box, but you can access this also by writing V and enter. It's the same. In this command you can save views for quickly change from one view to another. So you can say new, can give it a name, for example A, and you can do it for the current display. Okay, you can make a new one, now call it B, define a window, and now I can make this, enter to validate, and just do OK. So now very easily I can go apply, not this way, sorry. You can come to the list. A, it's this one. Where is the B? It's not here. Set current, sorry. Okay, you see the B was to this, or the A, set current, apply. So you can exchange from one view to the other, which is quite nice if you have a complex drawing and you want to go from one place to the other. You can access this more easily if you know the name of the views, just saying -V, and then you have this restore option, restore, and you can go B, or you can do A. Okay, it's more easy than follow those dialog boxes. So these are very easy functionalities to work with these controls of the display. In fact, there is one more important thing here, which is in these views you have this possibility to, every time you want to edit the boundaries, okay, and you can change them. Okay, so it's an added value also to this functionality. Some of these you might not see the value of the functions now because these are very easy examples, but if you see also our exercises in our YouTube channel, so we will try to show these possibilities also.